turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
Welcome everybody to the Day 10 live stream of the ESL India Premiership 2017, brought to you by Omen by HP, Zowie by BenQ, HyperX, and organized by Nodwin Gaming. I am Vagish Godslebhan, and once again welcome everybody joining us on our Facebook page of ESL India and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India. Also remember guys, you can definitely write to us using our handle on Twitter @ESL_India. We'd be more than happy to respond, and the same goes to the Facebook page as well. And moving on, people, we've had quite some interesting matches. We're practically more than halfway across of the phase 1 of the summer season of the ESL India Premiership 2017. So let's quickly take a look at the standings so far. Now moving on in the standings in the Masters League right now, we have Hasib Iqbal Nazir with 12 points and leading the leaderboard right now in Clash Royale, followed closely by Mrinmoy Lakhar with 9 points, Vikram Asopa again with 9 points standing on the 3rd position, and Tahir Devil's twin Sharif at 9 points again standing on the 4th place. Now these top 4 players are the 4 players you need to definitely keep an eye out for, because you never know when the tide of the game might change. Moving on to the challenger bit of Clash Royale, we have some interesting names. We have Jimit Bhatt with 21 points. He's played 7 matches so far, and he's followed by Arpan Christian with 15 points. He's got 6 matches in his kitty and he stands on the 2nd position on the leaderboard. Apart from that, Ruben Dicunia is at 6 points. He's on the 3rd position and he's played 4 matches so far in the Challenger League of the ESL India Premiership 2017. Standing on the 4th position, we have Jatin JB Bagoria with 3 points, 2 matches played, and so on so forth. Now moving on, people, let's look at the other games. We have the MOBA, the 5v5 MOBA, Dota 2 now. Moving on to the Masters League, first of all, the leaderboard stands currently like this. We have 3 Chess 4 Divine Ascension with 12 points, 5 matches in their kitty, leading the leaderboard right now at the 1st position, followed by Stand 5, again with 12 points. Matches they've played is 5, and they're on the 2nd position. Entity Esports follows closely behind with 9 points in the kitty, 3 matches played, and they stand in the 3rd position, followed by Aggressive 5 with 6 points, 2 matches played, and standing on the 4th position. Looking at the Challenger League, we have Go Figure with 12 points, 4 matches played. We have Team Relax with 12 points, 5 matches played on the 2nd position. We have Buritza at 12 points, 6 matches played, 3rd position. And then we have White Unicorn at 6 points, 2 matches played, and 4th position on the leaderboards currently. Moving on to Counter-Strike Global Offensive, ladies and gentlemen, we have, without any doubt, one of the top-tier teams here. In the Masters League, we have Risky Gaming with 12 points. With the 4 matches they've played, currently, they have remained unbeaten so far. Moving on, they're closely followed by Entity Esports with 9 points, 4 matches under their kitty, and they're on the 2nd position. Whereas SemperX follows Entity Esports on the 3rd position with 9 points in their kitty and 6 matches played. Dare to Dream, in a surprise, is on the 4th position, 9 points with 5 matches played. So maybe there is a lot of scope where Dare to Dream can definitely improve. Moving on to Moving on to the Challenger Series, the Challenger League here, we have Team JHS with 12 points, 5 matches. Accuracy Gaming with 9 points in 4 matches they played at the 2nd position. JMD Gaming with 9 points, 5 matches they played, and they're on the 3rd position. Followed closely on the 4th position by Blitz Gaming with 6 points and the 4 matches they have played so far. Well, these are the standings so far in the ESL India Premiership Summer Seasons Phase 1, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, if you're going to take part, the Phase 2 registrations are already open. All you got to do is follow the registration link on the screen, and there you're done. Just ensure that you participate in the game you want to participate in, and then we will see you in the Phase 2, people. Remember, this time around, the ESL India Premiership 2017 comes in 3 seasons, summer, fall, and winter. Right now, we are underway in the summer season. We have 3 consecutive leagues running right now. We have a Starter League, we have a Challenger League, and then we have a Masters League. The best games with the best teams of which we stream to you live every day at 6:30 p.m. IST, starting with Clash Royale, Dota 2, and Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So now, quickly moving into the first game of the evening today, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mrinmoy Lakhar playing the game of Clash Royale. Now, Mrin has been our Masters 2016 champion. He won at the India Gaming Show. He won the first position there, and he is currently one of the top seeded players globally, and he hails from India itself. Moving on, he is going to be faced off against Vikram Asopa, who hails from Coimbatore, is a second year BBA student, which again brings me to a point that probably there's some underlying connection between the actual quantity of BBA students taking part in Clash Royale, or maybe the curriculum is not that strict enough. We will look into it later, but right now we have a match between Mrinmoy, Lakhar and Vikram Asopa, the best of 5 of Clash Royale, and the caster for today's game is going to be none other than Gautam Workaholic Virk. So we're going to be beginning the Clash Royale game soon enough. Stick around and don't forget to write to us as and when you see the match getting streamed, because we'll be more than happy to respond.
When the snow is on her mind, rows and rows and lines in the haze of your fixation, we all crave for you, we all crave, and you can kill the wildest thing. When you murder, it's a sin. In the midst of your conviction, we all crave.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first match of the day. This is Clash Royale, part of the ESL India Premiership, and we are here live to watch a match between two of the best Clash Royale players in India right now. This is Asopa versus Mrin, and match has already begun, so I won't bore you with the standard stuff. But here we go already. A lot of action happening. Rock Golem doing a lot of damage there, and Inferno Tower has been put down in defense. A Hog Rider immediately being put down by Mrin, which is now distracted by the tower, but a nice lightning coming down, clearing that out. And now Hog Rider able to get few shots onto the tower, bringing it down to 1660. Mrin off to a good start here. Valkyrie and Electrovisit now on the offensive, and a two-side attack here. This is going to be a lot of damage. Another Electrovisit dropped by Mrin to defend his right tower, and overall I would actually have to do a lot of calculation to tell who has come ahead here. Asopa does have the elixir advantage at the moment, but a good defense by Mrin on both sides. We get to see a good defensive strategy being put down. Did end up taking some damage on both the towers. A log being also thrown out. I think this was a mistake. Log, knowing the fact, is a very important card. Here comes another offensive with the poison here. Will it connect? And it does not connect. Very close match here. And also aggros the Rock Golem from the other side. Doesn't need to throw that rock right now. Our dragon is coming down. Now it's a two-pronged attack in favor of Mrin, who is now dropped down. Asopa has now dropped down an Electrovisit, which is immediately dispatched by the great lightning there. Able to bring down the tower on the left. The blue tower has come down to level 100 HP. Great offensive strategy here. What's Mrin gonna do? Drops the log to protect his left side. Right side taking some damage thanks to that miner being sneaky behind the tower. And once again, this is quite a battle that's happening on both sides. You know, a lot of things happening on both sides. You don't get to see this often. A lightning tower comes down. He's put it very far right now so that he doesn't take the collateral damage from the lightning, and it exactly comes through as it's supposed to. And a nice strategy there by Asopa. Still ends up taking few shots from the Hog Rider there. Defensive Electrovisit by Mrin now. Lot of action going on. Even on this small screen, I'm not able to keep up with all this action. Now another minor combo here. Poison followed by that, and that tower is gonna go down, and Mrin, will he be able to hold this? The poison stops ticking now. He's able to hold it, and oh, lightning, 41, 43. This has come very close, and log comes in. Which log is gonna hit first? Boom! Mrin takes game one. Quite a game there. Mrin in the red tower here, able to close that super close game. So, and this is just the beginning. This is the tip of the iceberg, and there's more games coming up after this. This is a best of 5, and the way things are looking right now, I think this is going to be quite an amazing matchup. Let me just give them a go ahead that the caster is ready. Let's go. All right, so waiting for till we wait for the next match to start. You guys notice how this battle was kind of all over the place, left side and the right side. Even as casting, it took me a while to catch up with everything. And it's quite interesting. These great players doing a lot of different strategy here, and the game has now begun again. Asopa is in the blue tower, and on the top side it's Mrin. Both great players. Few cards are being revealed. Little skeleton, one elixir, little army that has come out. These guys are great if you want to rotate your deck to get the cards that you want, and these low mana cards, low elixir cards are actually useful. And is he going to pull him towards the crown tower? Yes, he does this. He will hit the crown tower. Asopa off to a great start here, activating his crown tower. The king tower has been activated, which is going to help him immensely in this the future pushes that are going to come. Great placement of the electro wizard, able to hit both the units at the same time. Poison doing its work. And will he be able to? Yes, he does bring it down and gets a few shots off with the miner and the poison combo here. And these rock golems are just going to say hello, goodbye. It was nice meeting you. They just kind of just had this free for all on the left side this whole time, and some silence on the battlefield. Now rotating his deck again to get the cards that he wants. He puts down a dragon. Dragon has been revealed. Both sides actually, dragon has been revealed, and both of them quite. Am I quite similar? No. There are few changes here, and we're still waiting for the last card of Asopa, which is also an electro visit. And now it's the defense of the ancients here. Mrin puts down the rock golem, looking the other way. He's going to take a lot of shots from the electric wizard in the back, which is going to down on this thing. Not able to throw another rock there. And electro wizard answers. Zeus himself dropped down from the ceiling to take that down, immediately surrounded by the little skeleton army there. And quick work, they are able to defend Asopa. Quite a good defense from Mrin's side also. Starting from the back, baby dragon babying his way all the way to the other side. People are supporting Mrin here, so I'm going to press the blue tab here. I will support the other. And again, a poison combo. Nice lightning coming down, bringing the health of this tank quite low. And rock golem telling to please keep your safe distance away from me so I can keep throwing, keep rolling boulders toward you. And rolling boulders, going to town. If I'm making some mistakes in the name of these cards, guys, just forgive me, because I play. I don't usually cast, but today I have to because Gola has gone missing. The super Gola, who's the usual cast, but a lot of action going down here, and another nice pull being, and now he's able to take both the rocks in the face. Yes, the rolling boulder does its job. Now a Hog Rider has come. How is he going to defend against the Hog Rider? I think, ooh, nice vortex there also, bring him down inside. Follows up with the lightning. 4 mana left. Puts down a tank to take the damage from the baby dragon. And quite a close matchup going on both sides. And again, poison and minor combo pulls in to activate the King's Tower. And again, great defense on Mrin's side. Also, tower's very low. I think he's going to drop another lightning soon. And both the units are getting a lot of hits. Ooh, not able to get a hit, but throws down the lightning. I think another poison will soon follow. And I'm actually disconnected from the game for some reason. And I'm not able to see anything. Wow, let me see if I can. Oh, I can spectate it again. Wow, quite a point. Okay, 84 damage. This tower should go down any second. Why is it not? Was it defensive poison? I didn't see that. Sorry, guys. My phone decided to disconnect me out of the game. But the miners will able to get a hit off, and Asopa able to close that game. Mrin in tears here, throwing his tears everywhere on the battlefield. And that was game 2. I actually have even forgotten who won the game 1, because that was quite a crazy thing going on there. If production can give me a quick update who won the game 1. Is it 1-1 or is it 0? And I'll have the update soon. 1-1 it is. Sorry, guys. It's a very hot room where I'm sitting in right now. And the next game is live, and I'm getting into it right now. 1-1 is the score. It's the best of 5, guys. Remember that. And we've not had the pleasure of going even having a score being in both sides' favor. We've usually had scores going from one side to the other side, and so it's exciting to see if, like, one of the guys evening up the game, because the last 4 or 5 days it's just been one-sided affair. And last night I had to give them some gyan. I was like, guys, we need to see some crazy action here. I'm tired of seeing anyways, enough of the talk. Now the lava hound is flying in. We have a lot of flying units coming in. He's quite readily changed his deck. And how is Mrin gonna respond to this? And this lava fellow has reached all the way to the tower, and he's gonna start slowly spitting on that. And they have a lot of health. Counter attack by Mrin, and throws a nice log to clear out any debris in the way. And skeletons are debris. And this guy Hogright is going to down on this. Electro Wizard comes down, trying to stop this damage. Yes, he's able to, but look at that damage. That damage is a lot of damage. Now this baby not able to get a hit off, but Electro Wizard is more than happy going down on this tower, and is 240 health. Mrin off to a great starts 30 seconds into the game. If the game starts at a 2-minute countdown, that is. And another attempt by Asopa here to try and make something happen. Golem, rock, boulder, and lava. Both coming in, saying hi to each other. Both of them are not interested in it. You do you and I'ma do me. And he's able to quick, and Willie does 1 damage. Ooh, 1 health left on the tower, still alive. And Lava Hound is going crazy on that tower. And another poison also comes out. Nice defense here by Mrin, bringing all the units in and doing a lot of AoE damage with the baby dragon. A nice log and hog combo here, but sadly it's an Electro Wizard that drops down there to kind of show his presence. Ooh, is he gonna? Oh no, he is able to tank that bandit thanks to the Knight there, and Knight doing a lot of defensive defense there, and it's a good game coming out. There you go, nice hog and log combo there. Will be able to get 2 hits. Will he be able to get third one? No, he does not. 1 health left, 13 seconds left. I think Mrin is just kind of playing with him right now. I think if he just drops down another log, this is game over. And this is just good game. As you can see, this is GG right now. It's 2-1 in favor of Mrin, who is now gonna boulder his way through that tower. Boom, goes down. And off to a good start. Mrin taking the lead now. Mrin has to just win 1 more game, whereas Asopa now has to pull his way through and try to win the next 2 games to, come out as a winner of this. So Asopa made quite some changes to his deck there, but not able to come ahead. So what's going to happen in the game 4? While we wait for the players to get into it, I think they are going to make some changes. Friendly battle request has been pushed through, and 4, 3, 2, 1. We are back in the game, and this time I'm going to support Asopa because I want him to go into game 5, and that's going to be the game of games. Mrin right now leading by 2-1 in this best of 5. Mrin. I'm getting disturbed a lot by our host here, who's decided to come into the casting room and tell me what to do. Anyways, while we wait for him to exit the room, Hog Rider coming through. Electro Wizard should be able to stop his enemy, but he's quickly dispatched. Rock Golem, the boulder coming through and taking him out. This guy's having a lot of hard time throwing that boulder. And Electro Wizard makes, resetting the animation there, but apparently it does not reset the attack. So attack still happens, but makes him look all funny. A lot of people look funny when they get electrocuted. So glad we're on the same page here, guys. Knight, baby dragon. Lot of slow action this time. People are kind of holding on to things. Asopa, I feel like, is playing a bit more cautiously puts down that poison. A little delay on that poison, but was able to get some damage on the tower and few little bit ticks of damage here and there also. Electro Wizard distracted by the rolling boulder in his face. I can just imagine, real life, there's a standing in front of this huge guy who's throwing rocks at you. But okay, aggro goes the other way, but he's able to pull them both in together. The lightning not able to push off the rock fellow. Will be able to get one rolling boulder on to the blue tower. Asopa now, look at that health, 1300 health coming, not getting ahead in these trades. He's constantly losing his health. Those lightning strikes and all the distraction that's taking his health down slowly but surely. 47 seconds left before this game goes into overtime, and I'm still gonna ring the bell towards Asopa, kind of pushing him on. You can do this, you can take this to game 5, and let's hope that my prayers come to. Another lightning strike coming down, doing a lot of damage on that tower, down to 993 health. And Mrin now even able to activate his King's Tower, which is another great defense for him. So any units coming close to his Princess Towers on the right, or those small towers, I don't know what they're called exactly, they're gonna get a lot of shots in the face. To the king also, who's angry now, and Asopa doing GG actually. He's saying good game. I think he knows that he won't be able to close this game because Mrin is gonna slowly just keep rotating the lightning strikes onto Asopa's tower, which is he's gonna keep defending and keep throwing lightnings one at a time. And Asopa knows maybe another round, another 2 lightning strikes, and his tower is gonna be down for good. Too bad I can't see what the cards they have in their hand right now. I would love to see what's going on. And another poison should be also be coming out right now. Minus doing some work in the back, but only being able to bring the health down to 1366. There you go. As I said, another lightning strike. Is he gonna let? Oh, the log is gonna come through too, and 13 damage. Will he get? He will surely. He does. Mrin taking this 3-1. It was an amazing game, guys, and I was very excited about casting today, and it's been great casting these great matches. Actually, it's a lot of crazy plays we got to see, and we got to see how Mrin piece by piece was able to take down Asopa there. And it's great for people like me who are in the 2500s, with our clan. MMR and all that stuff. It's great to see these matches and see how the pro players play. And but I think my time here is done. I just want to say this is ESL India Premiership, powered by Omen by HP. We are also supported by HyperX and Zawi. The whole thing is organized by Nordwind Gaming. My name is Gautam Work, also known as the Workaholic. And I'm signing out here. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
2017 Day 10 live stream brought to you by Omen by HP, Zowie by BenQ, HyperX, and organized by Nodwin Gaming. For those who don't know who I am, I'm Vagish Gosleban, and first of all, this is the first ever time you're hearing Gautam Virkaholic cast a game of Clash Royale. What an amazing cast. Thank you, man. Bit by bit breakdown just as we gamers like it. And of course, congratulations, Mrinmoy. Well played. 3-1 the final scoreline against Vikram. Asopa ensures that you come across as that guy who's determined to make his presence felt, and so that his opposition feels scared. I mean, that's the entire point. But moving on, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you, you can catch our stream on the Facebook page of ESL India and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India. And on top of that, you can converse with us live. You can speak to us on Twitter using a handle @ESL_India. We'll be more than happy to respond. Now moving on, we have the awesome MOBA 5v5 game Dota 2 coming up next between two amazing teams who have ensured that they will make a mark felt in this ESL India Premiership. We'll be right back. In the meantime, we will have a couple of videos.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.
Alright people, we're back again with the action. Now we have one crazy Dota 2 match in the offing. Now for those who've been following the Esports Center, we put out every week 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You guys would definitely know by now that Entity Esports, one of the teams getting featured in the match coming up right now, is the first ever Indian team to have international players. Yes, and today is the first ever match they will have their star Pinoy player, Abing Parungao. He's just come in yesterday, and today he's going to play his first ever match against Kuroko no Doto along with his team. Now Kuroko no Doto is a South Indian based team, and a lot of players on this team are renowned for their exceptional skills in game. They're led by Godwin Zap in the team, and right now we're going to have these two teams face off against each other in this amazing 5v5 Dota 2, casted by none other than Vivek Venkatraman. Ladies and gentlemen, catch on to your seats. This is a joyride you don't want to miss here on the live stream of the Day 10 of ESL India Premiership 2017.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership. This is the Masters League Phase 1. My name is Vivek. Joining me here in the studio is CloudX, and we've got a game on our hands. Entity Esports facing off versus Kuroko no Doto.
I want to say this is going to be a close game, but I think you and I both know where this is headed, man. Entity Esports are the powerhouse of the Indian Dota circuit.
Absolutely.
And Kuroko no Doto have had an absolutely awful performance in the league so far. They've made we've seen them make some silly mistakes time and again. I really hope that, this is a redemption game, because if they take a game off Entity Esports, they'll be one of the only teams to have done so in the entire Premiership League. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Entity just goes to the Masters League without dropping a single game all the way up to the land.
Okay. They haven't yet lost a single game on the side of Entity?
No, I mean, the new roster's barely come into existence.
But they played a couple of games.
They played a couple of games. They haven't lost a single game. But that's to be expected, right? At least in the Indian circuit, it is to be expected.
Okay.
They do have a lineup that now has Arbing coming in as well. I believe he came in just today morning or last night.
Right.
And already we're seeing him in action going into the roster. That does mean that A35 is going to be sitting out from the primary squad. So it is essentially a team with Blizzard, Swifty, the only Indians, and then you've got Jobizi, Arbing, and Beed is coming in from across the border. Southeast Asian players on Indian turf. Honestly, as a long-standing Indian Dota fan, I couldn't have asked for more.
Yeah, let's hope Entity has a lot of success within India and outside it as well. The question that everybody has been asking, well, at least I have, is who is Entity Esports in-game leader now that No Chance is no more part of this team? And it looks like Jobizi is doing the draft. Speaking of the draft, pretty standard ban so far. Entity Esports will not be getting the Monkey King that they did play earlier on. Kuroko no Doto, they open with the Warlock. Good Babysitter does allow Kuroko no Doto to take team fights a little more effectively. Curious to see what they pair up this Warlock with. But yeah, both teams opening with good supports. Do you think Entity Esports goes for the Ogre this early on?
I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I wouldn't recommend it. There's enough roaming support still in the pool, so you pick up one support, maybe open up with a Poor as your second pick, not giving away too much of what your try-lane is. Yeah, they'll go with the Magnus. Again, a pick that could be going mid, it could be going off lane. A lot of mystery still surrounding Entity Esports' draft.
Yeah, Entity Esports, like you pointed out, have picked up the Magnus. They could follow this up with maybe a Juggernaut. And Kuroko no Doto, do they end up picking the Juggernaut this early on just to deny it to Entity Esports? Because Blizzard does play a fair bit of Juggernaut. At least he did in the earlier iteration of Entity Esports.
Yeah, we could definitely see that Juggernaut, but I mean, with the Magnus, it's almost always either the Juggernaut or the Phantom Assassin. KND could ban out both, though.
Or KND could deny pick one of those.
Yeah, they could do that as well. Juggernaut does work. I mean, both of the heroes do work well with the Warlock. Decent control with the upheaval, decent lockdown with the chaotic offering, and of course the fatal bonds, really devastating in synergy with bursts of physical damage. Kuroko no Doto has run the Riki in the past as well, so we could see them pick up the Riki here. But they will go with the Invoker. It should be a mid Invoker, possibly up against that mid Magnus, but spotting the Invoker at mid, I think Entity might do well to run this as an off-lane Magnus and then pick up a more reliable mid that can deal with the Invoker. The Templar is the hero that comes to mind.
Swifty does play a really mean Templar Assassin. There is, however, the next phase of bans, and Kuroko no Doto will be doing their best to secure a good safe lane for the Invoker. Presume heroes like Earth Spirit, maybe Ogre might just get taken away from the mix here. Anything and everything that gives Invoker a good time in the mid lane. Maybe take out the Tinker even.
Yeah, Tinker is a definite option here. We've seen many Indian teams running the Tinker of late. I am interested to see whether or not this Entity lineup is going to do something wacky as their opening game. This is their debut game with their entire new roster that is without being coming into the fray.
Yep.
So I would like to see some wacky shenanigans, something a little flashy to announce their entrance onto the Indian circuit.
Right.
But given that this is such an important game and it's a best of one, so you can't afford to goof around too much, they might just stick to the tried and tested.
The Juggernaut getting banned out by Kuroko and Doto, no surprises there. Entity Esports, what else does well with the Magnus? You could do mid-Ember if you wish.
Yeah, you could do the Ember Spirit. You could also go with, I mean, some real overkill would be picking up the Sven with the Magnus. There's also, I mean, not the most conventional, but Slark with the Magnus. Given that he's a hero that is melee, he's a melee core, and he does benefit from going in and out of the fights. But having that bonus damage in the Slark is always, I mean, on a melee core is always most welcome. You'll also see an anti-mage coming out if they want to play split push Dota.
Yeah, I have seen the anti-mage getting coupled up with the Magnus, but hopefully we do not see him getting picked up so early. Next ban for Entity Esports is going to be the Axe. I guess this is more personal preference ban. I don't know. Axe is getting, I mean, he is getting banned out quite frequently in Indian tournaments, along with the Slada.
I mean, if you pick up a melee core plus a secondary melee support, you probably don't want to go up against the Axe in the offlane. And Crystal Maiden really isn't the best 5-position support that can zone out the Axe. So I guess it is a justified ban. We should be seeing something like an Earth Spirit or an Ogre Magi being picked up here. My money's leaning towards the Earth Spirit. I definitely think they have the capability to pull it off. But for now, they'll go with the Spectre. So there's another core that does benefit with the Magnus and Power. And of course, synergy with the Haunt kicking in after a multiple hero RP connects.
Right. It's also one of those heroes that can haunt and disrupt the fight and not let Magnus get his RP off.
They're on the same team.
I mean, if Kuroko picked it up, that's what I meant.
Good save, Vivek.
No, that's what I meant. Like, I think this is a deny pick more than anything.
Yeah, fair enough. But there's also the fact that the Spectre's in the lineup it makes Crystal Maiden a bit of a threat as well. Now, when you've got a 5-position Crystal Maiden roaming in the jungle looking for pickoffs by herself, she's basically feed, right? But when you've got a Spectre Haunt or the threat of a Spectre Haunt coming in to back her up, I think Crystal Maiden has a little bit of leeway to try and make some plays on her own. We've seen the old Team Secret do this with Pilot Eye on the line and then Sunstrikes coming in from Weeha's Invoker. It wouldn't be too much of a stretch to see similar two-man combinations coming out from Entity Esports. Sadly, though, no Invoker to supplement that global gank potential from them.
Do you think roaming Bane is a doable thing?
Where did that come from?
I'm just asking.
Oh, man.
I mean, in the good old days, Bane was set up for the Invoker. Not this game?
Fucking mad, I believe we used to play a hell of a roaming Bane, but frankly, that's the only thing I actually remember him playing. But he's really found success coaching OG after that, I have to say. But to be honest, I think Bane would fit the babysitter role more than the support because one, I think Bane as a hero, his primary strengths are the fact that he's got a stupidly high amount of base damage to begin with, and he's got pure damage in the form of lifesteal from the Brain Sap, which allows you to trade hits almost perfectly versus those many off-lane cores. So if anything, a support Bane as a babysitter would work out nicely. But if you're running him as a roamer, you need a secondary roamer, something like a Mirana to help couple up with that stun. In which case you leave your safe lane carry by himself. Not a really safe proposition.
Well, they've got the roaming support in the form of the Tusk. The Sigil should hopefully give them some vision before a team fight. But it's not reliable for sure. Entity Esports, they know what they're up against. And maybe this is where they just pick up the mid hero or the secondary support. I mean, you know you're going to play versus an Invoker. You could do a mid hero, but instead you could just pick up the Rikimaru, one of Kuroko no Doto's comfort picks, actually.
Yeah, it's taken away from them. Entity is going to be running it, but I don't think they had the space for the Riki anyway. I mean, they've chosen to go with the Tusk as their roaming support. It's very straight. I mean, it's an awkward pick. It's sticking out like a sore thumb, that Tusk. You usually, I mean, in the current meta, the only real reason to pick up a Tusk is for the Frozen Sigil versus the Monkey King while he's sitting atop trees. There's no Monkey King this game, and frankly, I don't see the value add from this Tusk unless they're going to go something like I don't know, a one position Lakhar or a one position center next. But yeah, I just don't see the reason behind this Dusk pickup. Maybe it's, I guess in one way it does help versus the Spectre. You make a snowball and everyone all aboard when the horn gets popped, but really that's such wishful thinking.
Yeah, all aboard, and then Magnus comes in with the
Yeah,
RP.
exactly.
Yeah. Last ban coming out from Entity Esports. They are looking to ban out something in the safe lane. Slark is available. Ursa as well. And a lot of options for Kuroko no Doto. In this kind of a matchup, I mean, when you're dealing with something like a Spectre and a Magnus, what would be the core you'd like to be playing if you were Kuroko no Doto?
I mean, I'd be flaming my draft already, but if I really had to play the core in this situation, I'd probably go back for an unconventional pick like the OD.
Safe lane OD?
Yeah, safe lane OD, to be honest, because it's a good way to deal with the Spectre illusions, just having that Arcane Orb to blow them up one at a time. And it's also a layer of defense versus, crazy spells like the freezing field coming in from Fog of War, also the layer of defense versus the Spectre that's haunted and tried to make a play on you by yourself. There's a good setup with the Arcane Orb into the Sunstrike from the Invoker as well. I see some value for that Spectre pick, for the OD pick, but at this point, I do think Entity Esports has the better draft, and all they've really got to do is pick a solid middle laner here. Unless they run a mid lane Magnus and then they pick up a tempo controlling off lane. Although their off lane choices do seem limited at this point. Yeah, they're going to need... I mean, they don't really need too much more lockdown. They have the silence with the smoke screen, RP, freeze, frostbite. Weaver shouldn't be too much of a problem for them. But, I mean, just to be sure, they could go for a last pick which has some form of disable. If it's going to be a mid, maybe pick up something like the Dragon Knight. Gives you some pushing power as well.
Puck?
Yeah, Puck is actually pretty good. Puck versus Invoker isn't a terrible matchup either. Or if you want a little more late game security, go for the Shadow Fiend. Yeah. It's not disabled, but it'll help you tank through most of what KND will throw at them.
Lena.
It's going to be the Lena.
Alright, fair enough. Burst damage, great versus the Invoker in a one-on-one matchup. And more lockdown, always welcome.
Yeah, Entity Esports definitely have the stronger team fight here, but I could see a scenario where Timbersaw ends up getting really fat and just stands in the front, and there's no one really left to RP. And sure, you can jump in and pull the Timbersaw back, but
I don't see that scenario, to be honest.
But who?
I'm looking at the trial lane from Entity. If Ricky comes in with an Orb of Venom, Timbersaw's reactive armor is essentially useless for the first few levels, and that basically means that they should be able to keep the Timbersaw at bay and maybe even score some kills.
Okay.
Middle lane is going to be Ricky plus Lena versus Invoker plus Tusk. Again, a matchup that I think it's so heavily skewed in favor of Entity Esports. I'm worried about what they're going to do.
But it is easy to kill the Ricky early on. I mean, he hasn't got too much HP to work with. If Tusk is just carrying dust.
What is this?
This, I have no idea. This comes before every game. I haven't figured it out.
Okay, I see what this is. So your tower prestige level is based on your compendium levels, I believe. And I mean, the better your prestige level, the better your towers look.
Okay.
Inside the game. Unfortunately, everyone is piss poor in this game and hasn't bought a compendium by the looks of it.
I bought mine.
Well done, Vivek. Look at that tower. It looks terrible, man.
Yeah, it really
looks like a burnt out Anar on Diwali.
Looks like some leftover stone from Stonehenge, which is just plonked here.
Can we have a look at what the Radiant towers look like? I mean, this is respectable, right? It's got this very Assassin's Creed sort of vibe with that apple on top. But what is up with that Dire tower, man? It's Sasta tower. Anyway, the GLHFs come out. I think it's courtesy that we do the introductions to start this game off.
Yep. On the side of the Radiant, Kuroko no Doto, we've got Zap playing the Timbersaw, Tusk in the hands of Dot, Weaver being played by Devil, K7 going on to the Warlock, and that leaves us with Shoop the Scoop on the Invoker.
Meanwhile, Entity Esports, you've got Job Easy handling that Crystal Maiden, you've got Abing on the Magnus, Blizzard on the Spectre, Swifty on the Lina, and I think we're lagging, man. No, that wasn't lag. Just a spike. Ricky's gonna be handled by BDZ.
BDZ. Yeah.
Alrighty then. Predictions, man. I think it's fairly straightforward. Both of us think Entity are going to win this. Do you think anything is working in Kuroko no Doro's favor here?
The mid matchup shouldn't be an easy one for the Invoker. And, well, we're already off to a start. Wing does steal the bounty rune. Comes into India and makes India even poorer.
You know, I know that someone on the ESL India Premiership streams is making those mini clips. That is a perfect moment to have that "woo, bitch" meme coming in the way and the outbreak pushes him aside. Can we make that happen, please, production? That would be awesome. Anyway, Kuroko no Doro off to not the ideal start. It's 2 bounty runes apiece, however. Abing did steal the bounty rune, but then Invoker and Weaver ended up getting 1 each. How did that happen? Did Weaver actually steal the bounty rune on the other side? Yeah, it looks like he did.
How do you hold your own in this mid matchup, Invoker versus Lina? And do you think this would not be a decent game to go cross-vex?
Nah, man.
No?
Not at all. I mean, the only real way that I see Kuroko no Doro winning a fight here is if a stray Weaver comes into a fight late, has the alacrity on him, and attacks a hero that's fatal bonded to all 5 of the others on Entity Esports, all 4 of the others on Entity Esports. That is really the only way I see it happening, that Kuroko no Doro takes a successful team fight.
So Fatal Bonds plus Weaver.
With alacrity.
With alacrity.
Yeah. That's practically the only way I see them winning, taking successful team fights. I know I sound like I'm hating on Kuroko no Doros a lot, but I don't hate them, I hate their lineup. I hate their draft. I think that's the more accurate way of putting it. Sentry's been placed down, Observer's been placed down as well. Lots of defense here for the Invoker, but an LSA will connect right from the get-go. This is going to force him to use that 1 Iron Branch and a Tango. And they're also going to get the D-Ward on both the Sentry and the Observer by the looks of it. Yep. They get both. So massive advantage going in favor of Entity Esports in the middle lane, and I think that lane is already won. Look at that, Ricky's already back for round 2. Can they connect another LSA? Is Swifty gonna show us his ninja skills? Nah, BDZ will just play the harassment card and let it be at that.
I like this move coming out from Kuroko no Doro. Pressure the Spectre early on, maybe even win the lane, get Weaver off to a good start. And hopefully you get some momentum, and with the Tusker, over time you could snowball. But First Blood falls in the mid lane, it's 50 who scores the kill.
Yeah, I think we've got to keep our eyes on BDZ. Wherever he goes, we're probably going to see a kill taking place. He's already shown us his prowess on that Monkey King in the past. Well, that should be a quick bottle coming out for Swifty. He's still got that salve to work with, but probably won't even need to use it this game. Look at that. Trying so hard to steal that center. Is he going to get it? Yeah, he's going to get it, but it's going to cost him his life, and as BDZ comes in again.
Has he skilled up he's holding on to the skill points. So maybe, just maybe, they have enough to bring down Dot. Blink strikes aggressively, 1 more hit, secures the kill. I like the idea of contesting Crystal Maiden in the jungle, but you have to be careful when you do that, especially when there's a Ricky Maru on the other side.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad idea, to be fair. I mean, he spotted out that there was somewhere that he could leech EXP. Maybe a bit too aggressive to actually go for the creep, though. Anyway, BDZ is going top now. Do they have sentries on the side of the gradient? Nope. No sentry worlds.
They do have 1 plonked down here, but that's
I think they're in range of each other, though. So they should be able to D-ward this if they cut through the trees. No, they're not in range. They're just out of range.
Just out of range.
But they should spot the Ricky now. Dot knows he's there. But they just don't have anything to score this kill.
Quick look at CS Blizzard. Definitely struggling in comparison to the Weaver. Weaver sitting at 13 CS while Blizzard sitting at 4. This aggressive try, so far it's worked out, but even with the kill potential coming out in the form of the Sunstrike, they could maybe just score a kill on Blizzard. It's unlikely, but possible. But look at BDZ. He's again trying to apply pressure in the mid lane there.
No sentry. That's a dire sentry word. So Invoker is walking too far out here. He'll be going down. Does Vicky have the smoke screen to work with? No, he's still level 2. LSA misses. Invoker, I think he invoked a cold snap instead of the ghost walk, and that'll be his death. Does he even have a point in the Vex yet? Nope.
Nope.
Well, 3-0 Entity Esports. I think the question now is, are they going to suffer a single death this game?
Arvin should be fine. He should be getting his farm. I don't see him dying, and I don't see the Timbersaw dying as well.
Let's have a look at Zap's skill build here. He's actually going in, and he's got the Timbersaw. I mean
the Timber Chain.
Yeah, and not bad at all.
Yeah, I just said nobody should die on that lane, but Magnus really pushing his luck there.
Good job, Kuroko and Doto finding at least one solo kill on the bottom lane. That should put Timbersaw ahead in terms of offlaner versus offlaner. So I get that it's a hard matchup when you're a melee hero versus the Timbersaw, but Magnus is one of those that also gives melees a hard time, given that he's got the empower and the cleave damage. So it was a misplay coming out from him. He should not have died over there, but gets punished then. Zap was quick to notice the opportunity. Anyway, Dot has been spotted here. Does Dot have level 2 just yet? Does he have the snowball? Yeah. Alright, so he can survive. Does BDZ have the smoke screen? Yep, maybe not. He can't survive. They will need Lina to come in though. Look at the fog usage though.
Swifty starts out with the LSA. It will whiff. BDZ. Smoke screen slightly out of position. The snowball will be popped, but can Dot really survive here? With another LSA, it's a quick kill. And the TP rotation doesn't even come through.
Well, opportunity has been spotted up top. They know that Blizzard is here by himself, but they're just not committing deep enough. That was just irrational fear coming out from Kuroko and Doto. I think they could have gone and committed for that kill.
Mid lane, BDC. This time the smoke screens were meant to be. The LSA will end up missing Sunstrike. Who dies first? It looks like Invoker scored the kill. And Lina is dropping low. Is fine for the time being. Not sure if she had Laguna Blade in that fight. I think she got it in the middle of that fight.
Yeah, she got it after the death on the Invoker. So. An ambitious play coming out, going in so deep with that LSA attempt.
I like how Crystal Maiden and Rikimaru have just given up on Blizzard's lane. They're not even there.
Deal with it yourself, Blizzard.
I mean, Jobbeezy is clearing the enemy jungle, probably looking for the 6-minute bounty rune.
Yeah, they're slowly squeezing out all the resources on this map. Again, 3 bounty runes picked up by Entity Esports.
11 reactive armor charges not going down anytime soon.
I mean, he has the Chakram. Abing is just trying desperately to dodge the Chakram. He's going zigzag, but Zap is content to just getting a few hits. But Zap has overstepped his boundaries. He'll get punished. Swifty spares no expense in the Laguna Blade to score the kill.
Radiant really lacking in terms of vision. I mean, all they have is this one ward in the mid lane that looks at the Dire Shrine, but they have nothing to spot out rotations coming. And speaking of rotation, Swifty, he's caught Tusk away from his shrine. Dot instead pops the snowball, moves in aggressively. The Frostbite is there along with the Dragon Slave. It should be a quick, easy kill for Swifty.
Have a look at middle lane though. I think they're converging on the Invoker once again. Swifty just... He sees him and he spams a spell on him and beats him up, but those infused raindrops allow him to tank some. Again, the de-warding had made it puts Shoop the Scoop on his toes. He's just never going to know when the Rikimaru is around looking for that pick-off. And they're already going in. Smoke screen to start things off. LSA will connect and then they'll get the kill. Clinical execution. Take out the sentry ward, bring in the Riki, score the kill. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, Entity would be a whole lot happier with that kill if it went to Blizzard. Because Blizzard, he's having a tough time. I mean, he's actually sitting behind the Invoker in terms of net worth. And this is an Invoker who's died a couple of times.
Yeah, how's Devil's Weaver looking? 2,800 net worth. He's actually outdoing the Weaver quite heavily here. It is, I mean, it is a tough lane for the Spectre in a one-on-one versus a Weaver. So KND's got that right. They managed to get the lane matchup in the off lane, at least in an advantage situation. But given the way Entity is rotating, I think they're okay with this. This is their game plan, right? As long as Blizzard doesn't die and stacks up enough money to get his early items, they'll be fine with getting the advantage elsewhere. And then his teammates are going to create space for Blizzard to go about farming and then haunting in for kills only when needed. Right now, Lina's the one to be really afraid of for Kuroko no Doto. She's at almost double the net worth of, well, not double, but 1.5 times the net worth of that Timbersaw. She's way ahead of the Invoker in terms of net worth, and heck, she's probably going to get one of her big items soon enough. What is she going for?
I like the Yules.
I mean, she went for the Arcane Boot, so she's probably going to transition into the Ether Lens first.
Okay. Could also be a Bloodstone, but yeah.
Yeah, could be a Bloodstone as well. That respawn talent in synergy with the Bloodstone is too good to pass up on. The net worth draft, meanwhile, you've got KND in a 3,000 net worth deficit with 3,000 EXP going in favor of Entity as well. The cores, however, are doing all right. I mean, Weaver and Timbersaw, they've managed to get a fair bit of farm while Timbersaw has died once. He's still sitting third on the net worth chart, so he's quite... he's done well in outpacing the Magnus, but Magnus is now catching up as well. He's at level 6. He has the RP available. And with one good rotation coming down from the Lina or maybe even just the Crystal Maiden, they might be able to score a kill on that Timbersaw again.
Quick look at levels just to take a look at how both teams and the supports are doing. Tusker sitting at level 3, while we have the Ricky Manu at 4, Crystal Maiden and Warlock at 4 as well. Lina a full 2 levels ahead of the Invoker. And it's only a matter of time before he loses his tier 1 in the mid lane, which has been brought down to less than half HP. And I do foresee BDZ making a lot of rotations into the Radiant jungle once this tower goes down. Beautiful vision coming out from the Dire. They see these camps in case Invoker tries to farm them up. What else? I think they've got one here. Looking at the shrine in case any rotations.
Welcome to India, Job Easy. You're now part of you're part of the web, man. You're part of the Indian net now. You know what it's like to have crappy internet and crappy PSUs.
Yeah, I mean, they said Blizzard's having a mouse problem, but Job Easy disconnects.
Did I say PSUs? I meant UPSs.
Yeah, you said PSU.
Yeah, I said, I'm sorry, brain fart moment there.
What is PSU?
Power supply unit, man.
Ah, okay.
The thing that helps your computer come on. You're a tech retard, aren't you?
I'm a Mac user, which is pretty much the same thing. I'm a life retard.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to poke fun at you and then you end up destroying yourself, Vivek. Where's the banter?
But have you checked out this new little graphic which shows you the net worth advantage?
Yeah, I have actually. And it came out of nowhere and it's kind of messed up all tournament overlays.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a lot of... I mean, we had to make overlays for another event as well, and suddenly everything gets chopped up because Valve decides this is important. There's also a new indicator on the bottom left, in case you didn't notice. There's a Roshan indicator. This was being used at the major. Major had it. So I don't know if that was a Valve feature implemented for the major itself, or if it was a PGL invented feature that Valve has said, you made this? No, I made this. And they made it theirs.
Yeah, even when heroes pick up talents, you do get a notification as well. So they've incorporated that.
Something similar had happened, in the early days of Dota 2 as well, when BTS actually invested like a lot of money and time into building up a stat panel to actually have stats displayed during streams.
Right.
And then Valve said, you shouldn't be the only ones having it. Let's implement it into the game. And now any observer really can put out stats inside the Dota game itself.
Hey, wait, top lane, we got the Spectral Dagger, excuse me. They've got K7 out of position, should be an easy kill. The question is, what does Weaver get in exchange? Job Easy, dropping low, the smoke screen is there with a Frostbite. Should be a 1-for-2 exchange, and it's Blizzard who scores 2 kills. And it's Swifty on the other side of the map who ends up bringing down the Timbersaw. They're following up for more, they get the Tusker. A quick double kill for Entity, 1 on the top lane and 1 on the bottom lane.
12 and 4, they end up getting a lot more than they lost there. Tusk as well as Timbersaw end up going down. The big thing is that the Timbersaw went down there. BDZ gonna steal the double damage rune and is gonna give Shoop the Scoop a hard time here. Heck, this looks like it's gonna be a solo kill. He does have a Blink Strike available. Tornado, Meteor, Cold Snap Meteor comes out, but it's not enough. With Job Easy coming in, they end up getting the kill.
Yeah, Invoker did invoke the Meatball as well as the Cold Snap in time, but he turned around for a second and that was just enough for Ricky to get the smoke screen off. Not sure what is going through his mind. He has a point in Vex. Couldn't invoke the Ghost Walk.
Yeah, he probably just thought go for the kill instead. Vicky is not that tanky. I can probably.
Yeah, he isn't. I mean, that is the correct approach coming out from the Invoker, but he didn't get the kill in exchange.
So what's the progress on that Midas, if I may ask? That
Invoker's Midas? Yeah.
Oh man,
He's gotten it.
No, he hasn't.
Oh wait, he died? I thought he had the recipe. My bad. Gosh, he's gonna have to take out EMIs for this
like
Midas.
An Iron Branch instead of a Windlace.
10 minutes in, Windlace Invoker.
I'm looking at a 15, maybe 18 minute Midas here from the Invoker. I still don't think he's gonna have free reign of the map or free reign of middle lane. But Lina, as I say that, has left the lane and is moving towards bottom. They do want to score a kill here. They're gonna walk into the Timber Saw. Ricky's gonna provide some much needed vision. Look at the body block, man. This is so cheeky coming out from him. Magnus fires off the shockwave. Our Bane gets hit with the snowball, but really that's just delaying the inevitable. Swifty committing with the Laguna Blade. Calculated play there, knowing that he'd do enough damage to finish the job.
They've got the Haunt as well on the Spectres, so they could push for more. But I really like what the Weaver's doing. Seeing that 3 heroes on the side of Entity are in the Radiant safe lane, immediately applies pressure to the Dire safe lane. And Shoop the Scoop. I mean, he's going to be scooped up and brought down. Smoke screen is there. Dragon Slave as well. One more hit. BDZ.
I retraced my steps, man. I mean, I retract my earlier statement. I don't think he's getting an 18-20 minute Midas. I'll be surprised if he gets a Midas all game at this rate.
Right. I thought your statement was, I think the game's going to end in 18-20 minutes. But yeah, Weaver's having a fun time. Is building towards the Lincolns. They are looking for the pick of Snowball with the Swarm. Should be a kill. No Walrus Punch just yet. And Blizzard throws a dagger, moves into the trees. Here comes the Crystal Maiden with the Frostbite, with the Freezing Fields. The Sunstrike was used. It will whiff on the Spectre and Job Easy. He's trying to hold on to this tower.
He wants to deny.
Siege Creep does get the deny. Here, the Haunt comes out from Blizzard. He throws out the dagger on the Weaver. One more hit. Actually, it's Job Easy who scores the kill. They could go for one more on Dot. Here comes VDC on the Ricky. And with the Dragon Slave coming out from Swifty, they should secure that kill.
Why is he beyond godlike 11 minutes in? What the hell is his score? 10-0 and 2. Okay then. Well done, Swifty. Show these boys how it's done on Indian turf. Anyway, now you've got a DC coming out from KND. Strategy pause. We Counter-Strike now, boys.
Huh?
We Counter-Strike now. Strategy pauses.
Oh, yeah. I do. Yeah, that's Counter-Strike for you.
I don't understand that, man.
I don't understand that.
Imagine
either.
if we had... Dota is closer to a strategy game than Counter-Strike. Imagine if we had strategic pauses in Dota. I would probably not cast Dota then. Especially not Indian Dota, given the amount of pauses we already have.
Yeah. It's almost as if Indian Dota teams want to compete with Counter-Strike. They just load into the game, hit the pause button. This is our way of getting back at the Counter-Strike community.
That is the next way. That is the next thing that tournaments need to fix. You get like a ban or you get some sort of a penalty if you pause the moment the draft is over. Because now everyone knows you're only doing it to go finish your smoke or come back from whatever nonsense you're doing during the draft. Hopping commits with the RP, takes the package along for the free ride with it. The Sunstrike is in a different direction, but the NSA does connect. The drop is there as well, but Arping just runs left and survives. Talk about commitment, man. They're gonna lose the Warlock as well because of that. And Swifty racks up the money. Did he go for a Bloodstone? Nope, not yet.
Yeah, he's building into it.
Imagine the Bloodstone charges if he had the Bloodstone while this was going on. But that's alright, I think. I mean, committing the RP to save your life and score a kill on 2 heroes is worth it.
He shouldn't have ended up escaping, actually. I mean, they threw the drop, they pretty much threw everything, and they ended up falling instead. And beat easy. I love this bit of movement coming out from him. Knows that the Invoker's playing from behind, has no safety of the tower, and he immediately...
But I think he'll kill him himself. He just phase beats. If he dies here, this is Yeah.
This is what?
This is
Complete that statement.
Invoker should probably go back and cry in a corner, man. That's a support Ricky that just ran down a mid-hero, a mid-invoker. It's painful to watch at this point.
I think this is where you just pick up a gem on the Weaver and 5-man. And even that's not going to be enough, I think. What do you do if you're KND?
I mean, you group up, you wait for drop, and you just hope that when Entity comes to your high ground, you can punish them for making small missteps and mistakes.
Okay, they see Rikimaru in the mid lane. Is there any quick initiation coming out from KND? Looks like there isn't. And they're going to give up their safe lane tower. So Timbersaw, I mean, his laning phase has ended and all he's sitting on is Arcane Boots and a Point Booster. Does do a good amount of pure damage. The Dust, however, did clip BDC, who's making a run for it. Will be fine with the phase boots. And that was a smoke wasted from KND.
I feel really bad for KND, man. They're attempting to make these plays, but BDC is just standing there with a wrench, waiting to throw that wrench into their plans, and does so every single time.
Okay, this time they catch him out with the sentry. Immediate tricks of the trade. Sunstrike baiting him as well, but he's not going to take any damage. Defensive snowball comes out from the Tusk, rolls onto the Rikimaru, ends up dying. Devil on the Weaver trying his best. Swifty caught within the trees, and this might just be enough for the Timbersaw to bring her down. But it looks like Jobbies brings down the Timbersaw, as well as Blizzard bring down both the Warlock and the Invoker. Devil, well, he's the only one who remains, and he's making a run for it. Magnus does have the RP, but not in a mana. I heard a Dragon Slave, and that secured the kill on the Weaver as well. 17 Bloodstone charges, just 14 minutes into the game. Entity Esports absolutely dominating their opponents here.
425 in their favor. They got Urns to keep them healthy as well. Blizzard and Swifty standing on the front lines. 4 out of 5 heroes from Entity Esports on top of the net worth charts. Crystal Maiden's the only one falling behind, but she's still a good 2,000 net worth ahead of Kuroko Nodoro's support. So, in fact, she's almost got more net worth than the Invoker at this point. Has Invoker finished his Midas?
No.
Oh man, almost. 15 minutes now.
Yeah,
I'm really trying hard to think of how KND comes back here, but you know, the only way that I can see them sort of pulling back is if Entity Esports loses their current discipline, starts spreading up a bit, and Tusk finds pickoffs in synergy with the Sunstrike. That they have a lethal pickoff duo in the form of the Invoker and the Tusk, but with BDZ providing so much vision all the time everywhere, it's difficult to pop a smoke and try and make a play. And at best, you pop a smoke, you dust, and you end up killing off BDZ again. And that's a support tricky. They're okay with sacrificing him for a smoke gang. Watch for the smoke and watch for the immediate smoke dispel. They're just grouping up, and BDZ is waiting, providing vision. This is how you play Ricky, ladies and gentlemen. You are the human observer while your team is farming, and you're meant to be a nuisance like this. Anyway, they
hold
found
on, we
someone
got a
behind.
skewer, and that's an immediate pickoff on the Invoker. No Midas for him anytime soon. 1 second, I think he purchased the recipe this time.
Hallelujah.
Ah,
Midas Invoker.
16 Midas in 16 minutes, and he's got his Midas.
Yeah. Comeback is real.
I think if you're Kuroko no Doto, you group up, buy a gem as soon as possible, and just smoke and hope to walk into the Ricky.
I mean, the problem again is if you do walk into him, he's quick enough to immediately pop the fix of the trade. Dot is in trouble and brought down. The Haunt committed for that one. Watch top, they've gone for the Timbersaw again. Should be going down here. He's trying to fight his way through the Ricky. There was a Spectre in the vicinity, but she backed away as Weaver runs for his life as well.
There is an attempted wraparound coming out from Entity. Not sure if they can find the Weaver. Doesn't look like they're giving chase. Devil. Magnus being too kind there and not unleashing his RP.
Yeah, he blinked back instead of forward. He didn't have the mana for it though. He's going for a Midas of his own. Are they really trying to take this game late? Or is it just security in case things go wrong? KND, I mean, they're making the right moves at this point. They're dewarding the observers, preparing for a fight on the top tier 2 tower, not going to commit too far out for their tier 1s. They do have the drop though, actually. They are looking to commit here. That's painful. But that said, there is no haunt, but there is an RP.
The drop
What?
comes on to 2. Timber shot, Timber chains aggressively. Swifty's LSA will miss. Here comes a snowball from Dot. A freezing field comes out from Job Easy. Looks like Zap will fall to the Laguna. The Fatal Bonds is there. Devil trying to do his best. Trying to bring down Job Easy, but BDZ and the Magnus will not let him. They get the kill on the Weaver. And elsewhere, it looks like they found Tusk as well.
I'm not too sure what to say about that, man. That drop was so preemptive. What I really think is happening right now on KND's side is everyone is panicking and they're kind of flaming each other. Why are you not initiating? Why are you not initiating? Just initiate. Let's not be scared and take a fight. But that's a really easy trap to fall into in your thought process. Yeah. Taking a fight unnecessarily is as meaningless as not taking a fight at all. You'd rather skip that fight, wait till you have the opportune moment for the drop. Because Warlock with the drop and the Fatal Bounce can do some serious damage. But Warlock should not be the one dropping first. It should be the Tusk rolling in, a few heroes grouping in around him to try and take him down, and then you get a perfect opportunity for the drop.
But it doesn't take few heroes to take him down anymore. It's just the Rikimaru who's causing havoc across the map. Swifty with the Laguna scores another kill. They are trying to bring down Job Easy. This should be the kill, but Dot, his snowball doesn't even reach. Here comes Swifty. I did see her come out of Invest. Doesn't matter though. Gets the kill beyond Godlike on the Lina. Shadowblade has been completed as well. Yep, hasn't died a single time.
16, 0 and 8.
I mean, this is so triggering for Kuroko no Doto. How do you come back? I mean, even Gandhi would have given up and resorted to violence. Swifty, I mean, he's got the Shadowblade complete. 2 Invis heroes to deal with. And Crystal Maiden has a Midas as well. So she's keeping pace with the Invoker, of sorts at least.
You gotta be kidding me, man. Crystal Maiden's at 4,600 net worth, Invoker's at 4,700 net worth. This is a terrible game for Kuroko no Doto. But man, if they somehow manage to come back from this,
it'd be a huge upset.
They are gods. I'm gonna say they'll be gods in my book if that happens.
They do have vision around the Rosh pit. So if Entity move into Roshan, they could contest. But they haven't picked up the best heroes just yet, though. That have effectiveness in the Rosh pit. I mean, sure they got the drop. It's coming off cooldown. But a Horn could just put a solid wrench in their plans. It's a 22,000 net worth lead for Entity Esports. Zap has gone back for the Hood. Will help him survive versus the Lina a little bit.
Dropping. He's going for the Shadowblade next, so no refresher shenanigans. They're just looking to continue with these pickoffs time and again, which will then allow them to go up with the numbers advantage. Devil still running there. They do know where he is and they might want to commit the RP for this one, but they decide against it. Probably not worth it.
These snowballs do not even end up reaching the targeted hero most of the time. Dot, very poor, just sitting with the dust. There is a D-Ward coming out from K7. Are they thinking of taking this? Obeying? BDZ. Waiting for more heroes from the side of Kuroko no Doto to show up. Would you break this down to a draft issue on this side of Kuroko no Doto, or are they just getting outplayed completely?
No, he actually got the Weaver into a smoke screen. Devil's down.
I did hear a Haunt as well. Then moving on to Dot and Zap. The Radiance is in play. Blizzard doing so much damage. Task goes into the snowball, but the death is inevitable. Elsewhere, Laguna, LSA, Dragon Slave, everything being thrown on the Timber Saw. And for all purposes, it is a team wipe. Invoker, the only one standing.
Yep, that is an invitation to go high ground, really.
Kuroko no Doto, they've still got the drop to work with. Can they pull a miracle here? Devil still doesn't have the Lincoln's complete transition midway from a Perseverance into a Dragon Lance. Realized that he probably needed to fight a whole lot earlier with his team. I think somebody needs to pick up a gem if Kuroko and Doto want to come back.
Nope, no boots, Weaver. I mean, I wouldn't call it standard, but a lot of Weavers do choose to skip the boots, given that that's a hero with enough mobility on account of the Shukuchi. Dot, fortunate enough to survive there, turns back around onto the Riki. Riki has tricks of the trade, uses it. Why did they drop for a Riki? Oh my god, they are just triggered beyond belief at this point. And if he survives, thank god. But that's still not worth it, man. They lost their task, they wasted a drop, and they got a Riki.
It's a wicked 6 streak. I mean, that's 700 gold going to the Invoker.
But you dropped your chaotic offering, man. It is on cooldown for a good 100+ seconds now.
Yeah.
Entity
could just group up and push if they wish to.
They could take rush, they could push, or they could continue to toy with their opponents like they're doing right now. They're playing with their food right now. I mean, it's fairly straightforward. They just got to try and siege. Lina is pretty much a sieging machine at this point. But I guess the real problem is that they don't have too much tower takedown in their lineup, right? You don't want to put the Spectre up there hitting towers all day, every day. You don't want to have the Lina who's going into a physical DPS build either. I guess you do continue racking up the money, racking up a few more items before you can actually finish up.
Be easy, he's back with his diffusal. Has picked up the 150 health talent. 150 health or extra movement speed. I mean, when you've got phase boots to help you out with the diffusal.
Yeah, look at what Entity is doing.
Yeah, they
no
moved into the
drop
Rosh pit.
Easy Roshan, move into the pit. Come fight us, says Entity. We dare you without the drop. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't drop your chaotic offering unless you're getting multiple heroes and an objective.
And especially not when chaotic offering is your strongest form of initiation.
I would say Tusk is the strongest form of initiation.
Yeah, but Tusk ends up dying before the fight or doesn't even reach the fight with the snowball.
Timbersaw, meanwhile, he's got that hood on himself and is going for the Aghanim Scepter? Or is he just building to a Bloodstone instead?
I guess Bloodstone.
Man, I'm not too sure what... I really don't see the way forward for KND, but look, have a look at the Invoker. His item build is just to survive right now. It's just full-on mobility. 4-star, Blink Dagger, Midas. Not going for that Aghanim Scepter himself. Knows that he's only going to get one opportunity to fire off his spells, and he's got to make it count. Which is why he's got the Blink and the 4-star. Magnus, meanwhile, he's also got his own Blink and 4-star, and he's got 2700 gold in the bank, so he chose to skip that Shadowblade and went for the Force instead. A decent choice. Swifty, meanwhile, he's got the Shiver's Guard, so the armor is going to help him stand strong in the face of the Weaver. Weaver, did she go for the Lincolns, or is she just holding on to the money for now? I mean, she's looking at a Diffuser Blade and a Lincoln Spear in her quick fire, but that is some wishful thinking right there. Anyway, Devil. Just walk forward, drops on the Swarm as well. Swifty will immediately smash those bugs to bits. And with the Empower and the bonus attack speed, there's your sieging capability. RP, did he just whiff the RP?
Yeah.
Yep. Well done, Abing. That was a misplay, but again, the confidence. Who needs the RP? It's just a luxury spell at this point. They'll take the barracks anyway.
Entity doing their classic split push. Swifty in the mid lane, BDC jumps in, Snowball is there, but it's on a Riki already. Pop tricks of the trade, has the Blink Dagger as well, so blinks out of there quickly. And Invoker did commit his meteoric attempt to secure that kill. It looks like he's hunting for more. It's Blizzard who scores the kill. They have got Devil out of position. They bring down the Weaver. Magnus jumps in, skewers no one. Instead, there's a snowball coming out from KND. There should be a kill on the Magnus, and they do secure it. It's Invoker who gets a quick 656 gold. Swifty standing and managing to bring down the Timbersaw in the middle of all that. That was a buyback on the Weaver, and he's just standing AFK in base. Good game, well played is the call. It was a matter of formality for Kuroko and Doto. 42-6 is the score, and it looks like Entity will stay at the top of the charts at the ESL India Premiership Masters.
Yep, they haven't dropped a single game thus far, and it doesn't look like they're going to drop one anytime soon. I think the biggest threat in this, or rather the most formidable competitors in this entire Masters League would be Aggressive 5. And I, for one, can't wait to watch that matchup. I'm not too sure when it is, but the schedule is available on the ESL India website, so you can check it out there. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. This was Vivek casting with me, CloudX. If you have enjoyed, of course, hit the follow button on the ESL India Premiership YouTube channel, or you can follow them on Facebook as well. The live stream is happening on both destinations every day at 7 p.m. We're going to be here with some Dota. We're from AFK Gaming, by the way. If you've enjoyed what we do, do check us out on afkgaming.com and on our Facebook and Twitter handles as well. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at @TheRealCloudX and at VEEWAKE Vivek. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back again with the ESL India Premiership 2017, and in case if you're wondering why I have a drastic change in my environment, apparently just so happens that it's not just gamers who get kicked or booted in that case. I also got booted from my studio. No, but to cut the long story short and to cut the joke apart, basically we were having some slight tech issues regarding the feed, so we thought why not change the location and change our entire internal wiring jingo. So people, once again, welcome everybody joining us on the Facebook page of ESL India and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India. Welcome everybody. This is the summer season phase 1 happening of the ESL India Premiership 2017, brought to you by Omen, by HP, Zawi, by BenQ, HyperX, and organized by Norton Gaming. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Vagish Godslevhan, and I am your one-stop guy who will be taking you through these games one by one. That is Clash Royale, Dota 2, and Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Also remember, guys, in case if you guys want to register for the upcoming phase 2, no need to fret. The registration link should be on the screen. All you gotta do is follow the link, register for the game you want to participate in, and voila, you're done. You're part of the ESL India Premiership phase 2. Now moving on, people, now we have the final game of the evening of the day 10 live stream of the ESL India Premiership 2017 going to happen now. We have Counter-Strike Global Offensive between two teams. One of them is literally the machine. It's like, okay, I'll be very frank with you guys. Have you heard the term Blitzkrieg? Because if you have heard the term Blitzkrieg, you know what it stands for. It means victory one after the other. In literal sense, that's what the Germans did back in the World War II. Sadly, they faced defeat. Good. I don't support Adolf Hitler, but I'm just saying that was a very good tactic, and I think Risky Gaming has taken a leaf out of Germany's book, and they are practically dominating every single team they get matched against. Now, Risky Gaming is a team from UAE, features some crazy players like Breaker, Greens. One of their players, Tokes, Abdullah Tokes Ghaffari, has recently taken up retirement due to some health issues and stuff, but this is the team which took home the honors and the glory back in Masters 2016, and apparently now this time around they're here to reclaim the summer season Masters. Now moving on, they'll be faced off against this Indian team called SemperX, which has proven to be a dark horse in the tournament so far, and also features some really interesting seen names like Mithilev, who was earlier part of Team Wolf, and also Hunter is one of the team members of Team SemperX. Now they're going to be facing off against Risky Gaming, and let me remind you, according to current standing, SemperX is on like rank 4th right now in the standings in the leaderboard, and these two teams are going to face off against each other right now in the upcoming match of Counter-Strike Global Offensive in the Day 10 live stream of ESL India Premiership 2017. Stick around, don't go anywhere. This is a match you don't want to miss.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive Black Equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.
My own pulls in more and more wicked thoughts shape wicked ways. While we all crave, when the man yells that it's done, when he finds the smoking gun, don't you worry, little one, for we all crave, we all crave. Just a little time, know your addiction's not
You paint a picture in my mind. You wanna leave it all behind. In a world that's turning all the time, nothing could stop me longing for your eyes. I won't let it die. I can feel you in.
Personalize the way you see everything. And then conquer. Exclusive Black Equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting. Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.